Let's explore autistic history and the Autism Wars. This is part 35 of a series. I'm going to jump right back in where we left off in creating ANIL in the article Autism Network International, The Development of a Community and Its Culture by Jim Sinclair that was published in 2005. Earlier parts of this can be seen here on my TikTok, or you can find this online and read for yourself. And we are at Rules and Divisions. In the end, this is where they set up ANIL and they're deciding who to include here in this autistic space. Do we include NTs too, or only autistic people, is what they were trying to decide when we left off. So here we go. In the end, we settled on a decision to allow NT people to join, but only after securing their agreement to abide by a set of forum policies designed to ensure that ANIL would remain an autistic forum. So there's some more information there on a link. I will share at some other point in time. These detailed rules were developed from within our community to address members' concerns and to prevent the occurrence in AIL of many negative experiences we had in the NT-dominated public forum. All new members, NT or AC, are required to read them and agree to honor them. So, boundary setting. As further compromise, we opened the forum with just autistic people and cousins at first. NT people were allowed to start joining a little later, and after the AC, remember, that's Autistics and Cousins, AC, that acronym, members had settled in and gotten some conversations underway when NT people, NT stands for neurotypical, began joining. We appointed 2 parents and a professional whom we trusted to be parent moderators. It was their job to make sure parents understood the forum rules and to respond to parents who got out of line. For example, by insulting autistic communication styles. So the AC list owners would not have to deal with hostile parents. All right, so it looks like they ran like a buffer zone with parents of autistics who understood autistic culture and community and could translate and do those communications. It's pretty good. Shortly after ANIL started, we instituted another safeguard for the comfort of autistic people who were concerned about dynamics between autistic adults and NT parents of autistic children. We subdivided the form into an AC section for messages of interest to autistic people and cousins, and a parents auxiliary PA section for messages about parenting or otherwise providing care and support for autistic people. Another set of rules was developed for determining what messages belong in each section. Now, there are copies of these rules that were created back then that are available in the archive or the Wayback Machine or in other places online, but they are still in existence if you want to see them more in full. So these sections are not meant to segregate people according to their status as AC or NT. Any forum member is permitted to post messages in either section. The sections are to indicate message content. And so this is autistically detailed, great for us, but I love the details here, and so I'm going to share them in full because I think it really helps to capture how different autistic community came around parents and how we interacted with parents in the autistic community versus as when autistics were interacting in the autism community, how different that was and that experience was for them. So this really helps, I think, build a bridge maybe from the past to now. And when parents and autistics, when there wasn't this autism organization or belief system coming between us, we're actually trying to reach out and connect with each other on one-to-one basis or smaller groups. So more on that here. So some autistic people were willing to talk with parents about the parents' concerns regarding their autistic children. Those autistic people who chose to read messages about parenting and possibly to respond to them can participate in the parents' auxiliary section. But other autistic people find it very disturbing to be treated as a parent resource when they enter a forum for the purpose of having peer contact with other autistics. This was a particularly sensitive issue at the beginning because of the recent clashes with parents on the public forum. Those people who do not want to read messages about parenting can stick to the AC section. So yeah, they can keep autistic space specific to autistic culture and community stuff there and not have to answer parent. Yeah, what a great idea, right? So similarly, some parents and professionals are happy to read and perhaps participate in autistic people's discussions about whatever might happen to interest us. They are welcome to participate in the AC section where they relate to us as friends. Others do not have the time or the interest to read, are sometimes meandering, sometimes persuasive, sometimes just plain weird autistic conversations. But they are interested in talking to other parents and any autistic people who choose to participate about raising autistic children in an accepting and supportive manner. They can stick to the PA section. Sorting the messages by topics allows each member to choose which subsets of messages he or she wants to receive. Since the initial decision to subdivide the forum, we have added 3 more sections: a disability rights section for discussion about rights and disability politics, a conference section for discussions and planning regarding physical gatherings, and a virtual party section, which is not used much anymore, for special occasions when a lot of playful messages would get posted in a short period. And here's where we get super old school, y'all. Virtual parties were a way for us to communicate in near real time before online chat became widely available. Yes, we are back in the ancient olden days of the internet. All right, we would set a time and everyone wanting to attend the virtual party would go online at that time and start posting email messages to the virtual party section. Whoa, partying, autistic style. All right, since we were all online at the same time, we could respond to each other's emails very quickly. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. And the next section I'll share in the next video will be space and healing. So we'll talk more about autistic community and more about ANIL and those first early years and some of the autism wars that erupted between autistic self-advocates in that era and non-autistic parents of autistics. So yeah, the 90s are wild. We're going to be here for a while. It's just astounding how much was going on. But thank you for joining me and exploring more autistic history and the Autism Wars.